You're not going through a rough patch. You're holding up a house that's already collapsing. And the hardest part, you're still calling it love, still calling it commitment, still calling it being a good man. But if you're always explaining yourself, always defending your leadership, always negotiating basic respect, you're not building, you're bracing. It didn't start broken, it started hopeful. You saw potential, you saw family, you saw purpose. You stepped in because that's what men do. You build, you protect, you show up. And for a while it felt aligned, until discipline entered the room. Not cruelty, correction. You corrected calmly. She interrupted. Not aggressively, not loudly, just enough. And in that moment something subtle shifted. Authority became negotiable. Respect became conditional. You didn't explode. You adjusted. You told yourself leadership takes patience. You told yourself unity takes time. You told yourself peace matters more than pride. But then it happened again and again. Correction questioned. Boundaries softened. Decisions overridden for the sake of peace. And slowly, you stopped building vision. You started managing temperature. You stopped strengthening structure. You started monitoring moods. You found yourself choosing words carefully, like you were diffusing something fragile in a home you were paying for. That's when defense mode begins. You don't argue as much. You don't fight as loud. You just withdraw. Not physically, structurally. You stop initiating. You stop correcting. You stop casting vision. Because correction feels like conflict, and conflict feels like losing, so you preserve energy. But the cost is identity. There's a moment most men never say out loud, when you look in the mirror and think, when did I start shrinking? When did I start negotiating basic leadership? When did I become careful in my own house? That's not growth. That's erosion. This is the spiritual warning phase. God doesn't always warn you with thunder. Sometimes he removes peace. Sometimes he repeats patterns. Sometimes he allows discomfort to expose misalignment, not to punish you, to reveal truth. Discernment is not fear, it's stewardship. Override conviction long enough, and you won't be building covenant. You'll be stabilizing dysfunction. Once you stop drifting, you must decide. Because clarity demands action, and this is where most men hesitate. Not because they're weak, because they understand consequences. A man who has seen the pattern twice and ignores it a third time is no longer misled. He is choosing confusion. Boundaries are not emotional reactions. They are structural decisions. Execution is quiet. You don't announce it. You prepare it. A lion does not beg to lead. If leadership must be negotiated, territory is unstable. An unstable territory must either be reinforced or released. You cannot lead where correction is constantly questioned. The goal was never control. The goal was never dominance. The goal was stewardship. If territory was released, walk with dignity. There is no shame in correction. There is no shame in starting again. The only shame is ignoring clarity and repeating patterns. Starting over is not the greatest risk. Living misaligned for years is. So ask yourself, are you building or bracing? If this met you in a season you recognize, type alignment in the comments and choose one of these videos. Rewatch the part you need, reinforce it, subscribe to Kingdom Comebacks. We are not here for noise. We are here to rebuild men properly.